Hello and welcome back to Thoringer's channel. Today I want to show you Star Citizen. And with that I want to show you a couple of ships. We start with the Origin Jumpworks. We have here the 325A, the 315P and the M50. These are from Origin Jumpworks GmbH, which is basically a German title for a company with limited liability. And the not planes, it's actually spacecraft, have different roles. The 325A is a fighter interceptor. The 315P is an exploration ship, and the M50 there in the back, the small one, is a racing ship. So we will look at them later. Let's go to the next hangar side. Okay, here I don't really know what they're all called, but this here in the middle is one of the starter kind of ships. Maybe not in that configuration, but that's one of the ones you can get with the $45 starter package, the pledge package, and at one point you might be able to upgrade to that specific one. I will have to look a little bit closer what they're called. And the one in the back is one from Alien Technology, and it looks like the one in the front as well. So let's look into the next hangar bay. Here we have another fighter. That's a medium-sized one. You see it's a little bit larger. No, it might still be a small one. I'm not 100% on that. But it looks pretty nice. It's one of the size I could afford actually right now with my pledge. Let's look at it later. By the way, there in the back, you see that's a little different. There's my office in this really beautiful design hangar. Here we have the Freelancer, and I don't know if that's the Freelancer Max or the normal one. I believe it's the normal one. And this is like a kind of like a good starter ship. It's a little bit expensive with about $125 to $140 in pledge as a starter package. But it has a lot of cargo space for that ship size and has comfortable gunnery around it too and shields. So a good all-around ship. In the lore, it's one of the older models. It's hundreds years of old. So there is a really good commercial you can look up. If you look for the Freelancer, that kind of is like the Ford truck, the F-150 commercial. It's quite interesting. And I like it actually. It's somewhat funny too. See what we have in the last bay. I didn't even look at that yet. Oh, there we have some other smaller ones. These are also ones, most of them you can actually buy in the game right now. Now there's a little exploit that you can do here in this hangar. You can jump down from the top. You don't have to use the elevator. And I'll do that right here. You jump onto the flowers there, and then you just jump over that board. And here we go. So let's go down. There's no fall damage so far. Here's the Freelancer. So the Freelancer still has some graphic bugs. It's not in the game flyable yet. Here in the back you can see through the back hatch a little bit, and it glitches also a little bit, but you can get in and look at everything. I do not recommend currently to sit in the pilot seat. It will cause another bug. But you can go in. How it works. Let's look into the base here. There's a little... What is this? Oh, this is the... what do you call it? The dock. So if you want to do a spacewalk, you walk in with your spacesuit in here and you can open the hatch there and fly out or down there without losing all the air in here. And here's the cargo space. So you can hold cargo in here. Up here on the top. See, does that actually... Oh no, that just opens the hatch. So there's a turret up there. It's not functioning right now. The only functionality here is actually that back hatch. And we can actually go out of here. Looks really nice. Star Citizen really, the designers made sure that everything looks like it could actually work in real life. The hydraulics and everything make a lot of sense. So here we have the kind of starter series spacecraft, small fighter planes or reconnaissance planes. They all have a different paint job because they have different loadouts. Golem Tech Gamma. That's the Mustang. All of these are the Mustang. They all look pretty nice. So, can climb in. Switching to personal view here. Nice animations. And that is about what you will see when you fly through space. So let's get out of this. This is all animated. That's not me doing it. Now, here's a different variant of it. It has a special paint job. That's the Delta. Looks like stealthy military kind of thing. And then here in the back, the blue one. Again, different loadout. Weaponry is sometimes comparable, but they all have different reasons to be. So this one looks like, let me see. It is a little slimmer, you see that? And it might be a racer, I'm not sure. I just started actually in getting into this game, so I don't have a lot of knowledge. You probably realize that. I've flown some battles and never won one. I think I shot down one plane so far in the skirmish battles. Not the specialist in it. But it is quite fun, and we will look at these impressions too later, how they behave in battle. So this is one I could actually pledge for. See, it has nice 4 rockets on the bottom here. The hard points for rockets, then these big gun here in the middle, and the 2 on the wings there. See, and on the top as well. Yeah, looks like a good variant. The question is, this is the military variant. You can't get it right now. Use a steering thruster. See what we have in the back. That here on the bottom, that is probably your anti-missile flares and stuff. I'm not sure. I really can't tell you. But the design, you see the detail, reflections and everything. Material looks just so lifelike. I really enjoy that. I wonder if I can get in it somewhere. Usually there's this blue icon coming up that you can mount. I don't find it here. Would think that is a big flap here. Can't tell. Sorry guys, sorry guys. I don't find the place to get in. I really... it itches. I want to get in. I can't. I don't find the point. Maybe it's not implemented yet. No, let's move on. I like this red one here. That looks impressive. This is another one of the variants of the Mustangs. Looks like a reconnaissance. Has some sort of sensors here in the front. See that? They look neat, don't they? Here on the wings too. This looks pretty impressive too. Definitely fast. Let's see if we can get into that one. Does not seem to be implemented yet either. Well, that's okay. This one looks awesome. I want it. Well, that's a nice cockpit. Ooh. You know what? That is a little bit like that that one monster truck where the pilot or the driver of the monster truck was a motocross driver, and he basically built the steering system of the monster truck like a motorbike, like if he would ride a motorbike, and he said he has better control over it. It's more natural to him. Ah, looks nice, huh? Wow. I want that so bad. Of course you can't pledge to it right now, you can't buy it. There are concept sales when they go into gray boxing, when they're way before ready to get into the hangar, and you can actually get them, and then you have to be patient until they get implemented. Really interesting. Like it. I bet that's the same way to get into the first one there. I'll try that again. Looks very similar. What do you know? See, the animations are not completely done yet. He's not grabbing it right. Then you look back down and it's all done. Yeah, it's all good. Don't forget that this game is still in alpha or early alpha. The persistent universe is not even open yet, but they definitely worked a lot on a lot of things there. See, now the animation is correct. Ah, flashy, flashy. So I owned before one of those here in the middle, and I upgraded to this one, the military one, the 325A. I started with with actually a different starter one, upgraded to the 315P, and from there upgraded to 325, and then I melted it. This one I did not have yet the pleasure to sit in. You can see it in the city that is already accessible. It's there on an exhibition platform, kind of. So this is a racing one. And there are some videos out there. People could pledge for it when it was available to pledge. Before when it was still in gray boxing. That's one of the states of development. And they're so lucky to have it because you cannot buy it. Or maybe you can, I'm not sure. There's also a racing version of the ones in front of us. It's the same company producing it virtually. However, It is bigger, it's in that size, and it has two of these huge engines, much like this one, but yeah, there's just two different ones. See? Ah, looks impressive, huh? Okay. Let's see if there's anything in the city we can see and have fun with. I actually wonder if I can switch out some of these for different ones in the hangar and can show you some big ships. That would be neat too. Now there are other hangars that are really interesting to see as well. However, the lighting in them is not as good because this white and wood brown design is just very inviting to really look at the ships. So every hangar has this access to this elevator and can go into the city. I'm not going to show that right now. I actually would like to take a little break here and see if I can switch out ships, and if that doesn't work, I just you know what? Let's do this. Let's see what other ships I can fly here in the simulator. This is the simulator seat. And then you can choose from the ships that are available. If you have either pledged to them or you have access through this press release kind of thing they had. I go to drone sim, that's where I can, oh, that's quite a few. So let's see. So the M50 is also listed as an interceptor, not only as a racing plane. And the R is actually the racing plane. I really want to see how that flies. Let's see. Now it has the same weapon mounts as the other ships. I think it sacrifices a little bit of the shield, but it's supposed to be quite fast. So that's what I wanted to look at.
Origin Jumpworks at your service. Core system operational.
Yeah, these two engines, they look a little bit different, don't they? The rest of the ship is the same size as the other ones. $300 meters per second. That is blazing fast. You notice that I slow down. It's because my Q key is also my push to talk button. And it's the brake. Yeah, the laser sounds are kind of funny, huh? Pew pew pew. You can equip different lasers, so that's already implemented. You can rent the weapons. So I'm now in the industrial hangar, and I don't know exactly what happened, but I have now only the ship I pledged for, and I don't have any other ones. That was the freelancer right there. So there's basically no other ship here. Well, that gives me the chance to just show you the industrial hangar which I think is really interesting too. So it has an elevator right here that gets you up to your office. That is quite different from the designer one. Like the first one's more for the rich people. This is more for the people that are the grease monkeys. So I don't have any decorations here that I know of. But looks pretty awesome here with the screens that are not completely adjusted. Have some tape on it. And sticky notes everywhere. And down here you can see your ship. It still looks cool. And then you have this box here and some engine you were working on, or ventilator, something. Yeah. Looks like vents. And looks like this one here. Let me see. Is that exactly the same one as this one over here? Caught ya. You just copied and pasted. Yeah. Very unlikely two of those have exactly the same damage. No, it's all good. It's all alpha. It's all about the atmosphere. Just look at this. Looks so nice. Here the cables are sparking a little bit. And you see here also some sparks. Some funny light bulbs laying around emitting light. And then we have the same ship here again. We already looked at this one. The freelancer. Actually, I want to have the freelancer there, but that's okay. It's another 15 bucks extra. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we can discover. There's 2 more hangars to see. So let's look into the next one. I'll be right back. Here we are back. This is the AeroView hangar. It's a little bit different, and I actually switched my ship out for a Hornet. Costs exactly the same as the Freelancer, so you can do something that is called melting your credits. That means the money you spent on a ship, you can melt it back to credits. You don't get the money back, except you get it as currency back and can spend it again on a different ship. So if you don't like what you purchased, you can buy a different one. Now why did I do that? Because the Hornet is actually in the game. So I have a spacecraft I can actually fly, and it's one of the better ones out there. Now this is the standard one. It's not as good as the military version or some of the stealthier ones. But it's a brawler, has really strong shields, and still packs a punch. So that's how it looks like when you get ready to start. So let's get back out of there. Turn it all off. And out of here. Okay, now I'm flying the Drake. Let me look how that looks like. Oh, it's pretty nifty, isn't it?
Port impact warning. Thrusters. System is offline. Front impact warning.
That looks pretty neat, huh?
Thrusters are running low. Thrusters are running low.
So one other funny thing is the self-destruct.
Thrusters are running low. Self-destruct sequence is online.
Apparently I cannot jump out of this one.
System is offline.
So I gotta destroy it.
Stand by for reintegration.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Now it is not the fastest, but it is quite interesting to fly. With that turret you can really shoot quite around here. I like the arms it has. Here we try one of the alien ships now. It's the Glaive, I believe. Vandul Glaive or something. Will be interesting to see how that behaves. Could imagine it maneuvers fairly quickly, but let's see how hard it is. Wow, that looks different, doesn't it? (240 meters per second). Shakes a little bit, I have to say. Don't know what that is for. Ah, it's the perspective of the camera. Very maneuverable. It does not have turrets though, so you shoot where you're flying towards. Looks like somebody has to clean the windshield. It's kinda dirty. Well, interesting at least. The really interesting part is it does not use up ammunition with the plasma cannon or the lasers, so that's a definite advantage. If you fly the origin space, the origin planes or spacecraft, you will find that you use ammunition when you shoot certain weapons and you will deplete them in a fight. That's not the case here. So, well, so much for my first impressions, and I hope I can bring you some more later on. I was on purpose not in a fight with these because you would only see me being shot down. I really have to spend some more time with all this game to kinda know what I'm doing. So I hope you liked it and maybe give it a shot. If you do so, in the link of this video and the description of this video is a promo code from, it's actually a referral code from my account, and you get 5,000 in-game credits. That's worth $5 US. You can buy weapons or paint jobs with that. Can't directly buy ships with it though. Yeah, tell me if you like it, leave a comment, and send me a like. That I would really appreciate. And if you didn't do so yet, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next time on Thoringer's channel.